Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod. That would have been All the Way by the Hoodoo Gurus, which is a fun name to say. That's the song that they're playing in Andrea/Steve's dorm room that pisses off the RA, the one that they play over and over again, apparently. But we only heard it like one time. It's okay. I'm Jeff, and I'm still out for blood, and I'm a bad square dancer. Uh, Joining me on the other end of the internet, my cuz-host.
I'm Leslie, and I think happiness is overrated.
Oh, see, uh, I kind of think that happiness is all we have to go by.
Mm,
So that I'm much more Lucinda in that camp. Um, but we can talk about it.
sure.
This week, Cheesemeisters, we are talking about season 4, episode 22, Change Partners. Original air date February 23rd, 1994. We're still in sweeps. Just fucking barely, but we made it. We made it to something fucking interesting happening during sweeps, you guys. Yep. I mean,
Huzzah.
we did some house cleaning this week. So we got rid of Stewie.
Bye.
He's gone. See ya. Um, and then we were like, yeah, let's mess with some shit just a little bit. And also, how about a dog, everybody? Would you like a dog?
Oh, yes.
I know there's a puppy in this one. Um, so before we start talking about cute, cuddly dogs with uh, tattoos from labs in their ears, did you throw up in your mouth or throw something this episode?
I wanted to throw things pretty much anytime Lucinda was on screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I yelled a lot at this screen this episode.
Yeah, I feel that.
I wanted to
Okay.
throw up in my mouth when I found out the dog was being tormented, of
Yeah,
course.
that's tough. That's tough. All right, let's start with Lucinda, I guess. Um, so here's what's happening in this episode, you guys. Brandon and the task force still going strong. There's a weekend long retreat. He needs another date, so he's borrowing Kelly again. Lucinda is still trying to get funding for her movie so she can quit academia and fuck Brandon in public.
Yeah,
And so she's pitching everything to Dylan while they're out of town. So they're changing partners. Get it? Name of the episode. And then there's square dancing where they change partners. Get it? Square dancing.
round and round.
That's right. Alaman left. Do-si-do. Turn to your partner. Turn to the side. Um, Square dancing's fun, y'all.
Cha cha, real smooth.
That one time. I don't know what the words to that song are.
I have to finish
Uh,
it. Okay.
I don't like songs where there are instructions
Why
in
not?
how to do the dance. I don't like it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
There's more to get into here with square dancing, I fear. Um, and Steve is living in Andrea's dorm room, and everybody wants to have sex in that dorm room. It's like the hottest place on the planet. But the RA is like right next door, and Andrea's worried about losing the room and having it become Keg House, whatever
Brothel.
the name. Yeah, they said what the name of the dorm was. Start with an M, and I've totally forgotten.
Oh, I forgot too. They should be worried that they'll get pregnant in there because she did.
I know it's like 1 for 1 at this point. We'll see what happens with months. Um, so like that escalates. Steve lets Months fuck in there because Steve is like an actual good friend. Like, I mean, come on, we got to talk about Months.
Could you turn down that face?
Right? Who's the cuter puppy, Months or Rocky? Because I think it's real close.
It's I'm sure, but it's Rocky.
I mean, Months was just like, "Come on, Steve. It's been 2 years. I'm pretty please."
She's like
And
really different.
everybody's like, "I just want to give Months a hug because Months needs to get some." God bless Months.
Months is in a Gilded Age relationship. Good grief.
It's tough. Yeah, well, it's
Ooh,
the early '90s. Not everybody's ready to get it on.
that's fair. I'm just like she's just now feeling amorous.
Well, yeah,
You not been smooching?
smooching. Probably a little smooching going on with Months. Um, and but Andrea walks in on Months post coital. I assume it's post. Um, I
Yeah.
do
Yes,
I do like that his girlfriend was like, "Help her pick those things up," and Andrea's like, "Please don't."
I loved that too. I was like, "Oh, sweet, we're not getting like," because we got so many weird reactions. She was like, "She's pregnant," and I thought, "Are you thinking he did that? Like, what?"
Yes, of course that's what she's thinking. She's thinking, "This girl walked into my boyfriend's room and she's pregnant." Like, of course she's thinking Muntz did that. She's probably thinking that's why
Gotta
it
know
took 2
that's.
years.
She's gotta know that's not his room.
Who knows what she knows? Um, all I know, she knows she needed to get some of that Muntz D, and she got it. Um, and then Andrea comes back later, mad at Steve because people are fucking in that room again. But this time it's Steve and the RA.
Yay!
Yep, we're happy about that. I think. I'm just happy that like uh, it was it like seems to have solved on Andrea's problems. She's like, oh well, if you're gonna fuck her, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't
everything's
know.
fine.
It just seemed like a fun episode of like everyone's getting a little bit, whether
Mhm.
everyone's getting some level of some.
Some level of some. Yeah. Except for Andrea, except for Donna and Brenda, who find a puppy instead. And no one thinks about Jim's bad back, which is a shame because last time there was a dog, poor Jim was fucking laid up and Brandon had to coach shitty baseball. Remember that episode, Cheesemeisters? Season 1. Go listen to it. Spring training. Um, I wonder what happened to that girl that was like on Nat's team, the pitcher, the ringer that was so
Oh
good.
man, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, um, and that puppy is escaped from a lab on campus that Andrea now works at because plot device. And uh, they had to return the dog to the lab because they're not sure what the deal is, like what kind of tests the dog was involved in. Is the dog out there just like taking diseases around campus and licking them on people?
Oh,
Um, who knows what's going on with the dog? But the dog broke curfew, and so you can have the dog back.
oh.
So they get the dog. David continues to play the piano. He's playing the Rachmaninoff now, um, which is nice for everybody involved. Anytime anyone comes to the beach apartment, David is like, "Let me sit at the piano and play a little bit." Um, and so far, that's not annoying anybody, which is good. So thumbs up to that. But when Brandon and Kelly are at the retreat, they meet Chancellor Arnold and his daughter Claire. We're gonna have to talk about them. And uh, Kelly gets to room with Claire, who is a senior in high school and wants to tell you some things.
Oh,
You just generally, Claire has opinions about the world. Um, and Brandon is bunked up with Josh Richland again, who is ready to finish his article, but just needs like a half hour of Brandon's time. And not for nothing, but I hate your fucking guts is like what
honestly,
Josh says to Brandon and Brandon says back. Yeah. I like that they're coming from a place of honesty at this point.
me
I
too.
I think it's clear that Josh's problem is that Brandon turned him down. Like
Yeah.
like he went hard after Brandon at the beginning of the year and Brandon turned him down and Josh is all butthurt about it. And they don't say that out loud, but I mean, come on, that's what's going on here, Josh. So he's digging up the dirt and he's got a nose for whatever's going on with Lucinda and Brandon. Like I feel like this he's sniffing this one out. But maybe the fact that Brandon spent at least half of this weekend straight up macking and kissing on Kelly's face uh is gonna throw him off the scent. I don't know. But meanwhile, Lucinda tries to fuck Dylan.
Oh yeah.
And Dylan is like, I feel like you just want me for my money and my D. And I'd feel much more comfortable if it was just my D. And she's like, it is just the D. And it's a shame you don't know it. And then she storms out of the peach pit. Rewrite.
Oh my god.
Boiled it down. And Lucinda is teaching her feminism class. And her feminism class this week is all about monogamy or the lack thereof. So you hated Lucinda's guts this episode. Um,
He's not
is
teaching a feminist course.
okay. I was wondering if it was about her teaching, if it was about her documentary, if it was about her only knowing how to cook one dish, uh, or if it was about her like um flexible approach to monogamy.
It
Like,
was
what were the parts that really pissed you off about Lucinda this week?
I got fed up with her class because I was like, you are not teaching feminism, you are teaching relationships 101. You are
Yeah.
teaching the history of heterosexual relationships, and you're teaching human sexuality. This isn't
Hmm.
it was making me mad, and it was confusing me. And then the fact that she spelled out monogamy in a very weird way, saying like
Uh-huh.
one person at a time.
Right.
Uh,
Look, I think we can all agree that if you're getting DP'd, that's not monogamy. So I think she's right there. I think she's right that is true. The absence of a second penetrator, that's monogamy. I guess. I don't know. Our definitions are weird.
ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then her straight up, not even just hypocrisy, but the way she gaslights Dylan. And granted, Dylan does the thing of like, kissing's not cheating. I'm curious, but then also, wait a minute, I don't like this.
Hmm.
Um, I did not like the conversation the following day. Like, it felt so what I want it to be. What I want it to be is the writers were like, you know what? People won't understand what women go through unless we show a woman in a position of power and have the man be what is, in the traditional female role. Like, the same situation happens, uh I don't even want to use tricking because that just opens up a whole can of worms. But basically, you invite someone over, you make them feel safe and comfortable, and then you get them into an uncomfortable situation, and then you make them feel bad about it the next day for them saying no.
There you go.
And I don't think the writers were that smart. I think they very much wanted to go, see, this is what happens when women become feminists. They learn how to use their womanly wiles against us.
Well, I mean, last week Kelly did say that like sex is power and you shouldn't be ashamed to use it.
Sure.
So,
I mean, it is an option. I believe the woman on what is it, Shark Tank,
mhm,
who has said similar things, not about sex necessarily, but like, yeah, use your womanly wiles. And like, I'm
there
not
you go.
against it, but I don't endorse gaslighting people. I don't
Sure.
endorse making people feel bad for not wanting to sleep with you.
I think everyone should feel bad if they don't want to sleep with me, but that's different.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like that should be the global reaction. Um, I want you to want me. Um, I'm the Clash. Um, all right, so I'm not sure that Lucinda is being a hypocrite. Um, I think she's a mess,
Yes.
but I think that I don't think she understands what her syllabus has got to be a disaster for this class because I don't think she really understands like what should be on the things you're discussing in a history of feminism class or whatever it is. Um, because it seems to me like the thrust of her class, I said thrust,
Uh,
um, is that feminism is mostly about which guy you're sleeping with,
yes.
which is weird and not correct as a uh topic or as like the overarching topic of the entire class on feminism. It's not just about the dude. Um, but I do think that Lucinda has a consistent view of sex in her life.
Yes.
She's consistent across the board, and that view is I like having sex. And it is not connected to anything else. It is connected to me enjoying this. And if it's connected to anything else at all, it's connected to power, but it's not connected to romantic love. You know, she's been anti that this whole time. It's not connected to one partner. Um, so she's not being fluid in her application here. She is being consistent. This is who I am. This is how I fuck.
But she's not being communicative about it, which is a problem.
Right. I agree.
Like,
I agree.
yeah, like you can absolutely be this way, you know, ethical non-monogamy, or if like I'm thinking the unethical part is kind of her kink,
It
but like
might be.
I still feel like you still need to communicate these things. Like even if you're doing messed up shit in your kink, you still have to have conversations. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yep. No, I think um I think she's a bad feminist. Um, I think she's a consistent horn dog. I think that she likes to use sex as she likes to be in a position of power in these relationships. That's part of the reason why she's, you know, 27 and dating 19-year-olds. Um, she wants to feel like the smartest, most experienced person in the relationship. I think that's pretty clear. Um, and she's bad at the communication piece of it, you know?
I think intentionally so because she anytime anytime the I haven't seen this much with the young women, but anytime the young men like Brandon and Dylan have tried having these conversations with her, she's thrown it back at them like, "Brandon, you're such a child."
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow, Dylan, I can't believe you think that I see you for your money. That's really sad. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's manipulative.
It
And I'm
is.
sure when Kelly finally figures out what Lucinda's game is, Lucinda's going to use the same tactic on Kelly, like, when you're a mature woman and you're having mature sex, like,
Right.
and again, it makes me mad because it's everyone's going to go back to like, feminism is the problem, and it's like, no,
Lucinda is the problem.
Lucinda is the problem. I mean, it happens in all groups.
Mm. And it's
It's interesting how the other women talk about her class because Brenda says, "Oh, it's a good thing Andrea wasn't there today. She would have had a miscarriage," which I thought,
out. Damn.
I know,
Yeah.
but damn, I think Andrea is more open-minded than you all give her credit for. Like, just because she's in a monogamous relationship, just because she has gotten married and is now pregnant, suddenly she's a Puritan? Like, fuck off, Brenda.
But also,
Um,
don't throw the miscarriage thing out there. That's some bad juju.
Dude, yeah, that I didn't like that at all either.
Yeah.
That that
That
bothered me.
tribe in Guatemala probably doesn't want to hear about it.
No. Donna, totally feel where Donna's coming from with like, well, I don't yeah, I do feel where Donna's coming from with like Lucinda's always talking about sex. This feels pointed to me because I'm not having sex. And so like
Right.
and again, kind of subtly calling out even though she doesn't mean I don't think she means it this way, but like this is a feminist course. This shouldn't be just about sex.
Yeah. 100% that. Oh, I remember what I was going to say about Lucinda. Um, she's not that old. Like,
No, but she's acting like she's so much older and wiser, and it. Ugh.
yes. And that's the thing, because in relation to our heroes, she is much more experienced. She's much more worldly, but she's only 27 or whatever it was she said she was. And while that is older and wiser than college students, it she is a woman in her 20s. You know, she's not a kid, but she's got a lot to learn and a lot of life experience still to have. Like, if you are my age, looking back at being 27 and saying, I had it all figured out then, um, I'm pretty sure you're a moron still.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't grown or learned or changed at all in 20 plus years. That's bad. So, and Lucinda is like, here from the top, I'm the oracle position of Mount Boner, and like I have all of the answers. And but you don't, you have opinions based on your worldview, which again, I think there's some the character is consistent in her belief system about these things. Now, maybe what she's learning about this is how to not do it wrong. Like maybe this is her arc is, and I'm not saying we're ever going to see the conclusion of this arc because it probably is not the way this is going, but maybe like she becomes a 40-year-old swinger who is like real good at this shit because she fucked it up in her 20s. Like this might be what we're watching here. Um, but um she's tough to like even when because the conversation that you mentioned in your quote, um the between her and Dylan about happiness, I'm team Lucinda there. Like I am team Lucinda 100%, that kind of all that matters is happiness, because you could spend all of your life chasing other things, but they're not guaranteed to bring you happiness. Chasing happiness, on the other hand, is going to get you happiness and maybe some of those other things you were chasing.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, go Lucinda. And Dylan is just fucking jaded because Dylan's never chased anything, right? Things have chased him, and he was just given all this money when he watched his dad blow up. R.I.P. Jack. Um, so like Dylan doesn't understand what it means to pursue happiness. And so he looks at the world as a hustle. Like people, and especially now that he has money and he thinks people are coming after him for his money and not just his D, like he's suspicious of the world around him because he's giving motive to everyone that may or may not exist. And Lucinda does a terrible job of blurring these lines because I'm I'm not sure that Dylan's right. I'm not sure that she's trying to fuck him for his money. I think for Lucinda, those are both things that she would like, and they exist independent of one another. Now, she's happy to use the sex as a power play. Like, that's 100% fine for her. But if all she gets out of this is the sex, I think she's fine with it.
Yes, I I can see that. I think I feel unfortunately too. I feel like Lucinda is second guessing her own work and feels like
Based on what we saw, it ain't much.
it's not much. And once again, I really don't get what this film is supposed to be because it seemed like it was about mating rituals in other cultures, which
Kinda.
but again, not really feminism, human sexuality. There's a difference.
But it's all she talks about.
It is all she talks about, which again, fascinating stuff. But please put it in the proper box.
Yeah, give it the right name, maybe.
Give it the
Yeah.
right. Uh, and so I feel like I feel like Lucinda second guessed her product and felt like Dylan wasn't going to support her film. And so when she said, "Have you ever had such and such kind of food?" It made me think of when Rachel starts telling the Europe story to Ross and
Oh, I
how
don't
they
remember
get laid.
this.
It's the get laid story.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's like you don't, which I'm like, you're Rachel. Look at you. You're,
Right.
come on. And
Yeah.
also Dina Meyer. Come on.
Come on. Hmm. I'm, I
Different
mean,
perspectives on both sides.
yeah, 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 for sure. No, I mean, I think that the Guatemala food for her, I mean, we discussed this briefly. The Guatemala food is either her big come on, like she used it with Brandon, or it's like 3 or 4 years ago when like my mom found this recipe for like uh baked chicken that had something on top of it, and
My mom's made the same thing.
I'm certain that she has. I don't even remember what it was, but my mom made that recipe for 60 to 70 different groups of people.
Yes.
And there was a lot of overlap in those groups of people, including me eating that chicken dish a lot. And it was fine. It was a good chicken dish.
It's good.
But like my mom finds a new recipe and she rides that shit until it's done. She's like, this is a good one. It's easy to make. People like it. I'm gonna make it. And I'm like, bet. Um, so that might be what Lucinda's got going on here. Is like this is she just picked up her issue of Central American living and was flipping through it, and she found the spicy Guatemalan recipe, and she was like, I literally have everything in this recipe except cumin. So I'm going to go to the store and get the cumin. And now I've got it. I've got all the stuff I need. This is so easy. I can whip it up in 5 minutes after I've got this guy half boned up out here. I can really make this easy. Boom, we bring it out. Done. Um, so I could be talked into either one of these things being the motive for Lucinda's Guatemalan dish, but it makes me happier to think that she just saw it in the magazine.
No, that is definitely, and again, you are the happier person who believes that following happiness is much easier, or not even much easier. You are Lucinda in this, and so you are more easily swayed and able to see the happier side of this, and I am Dylan, and like, no. But I
I
do
mean,
like, I do agree. I actually think both are possible in this instance, because I mean,
yeah.
and that's the great thing about watching TV or movies is they
Mhm.
when they do leave it just vague enough
Uh-huh.
that it can be left to interpretation.
I mean, I think they want us to think it's a horn dog meal. Like the way they're positioning it is she used this on Brandon and now she's using it on Dylan. I think that's the storytelling choice.
He
I think the I've met my mom choice is that this is a recipe from a magazine she found and she just keeps making it for everybody. Like, can you imagine the number of times Corey Randall had to eat this same dish? Like every dinner party that they had for like 3 years was this dish.
every day is the fucking chicken. Oh my god.
Yes, is it possible just once that we can have something else to eat around here that isn't the goddamn fucking chicken? That was Corey Randall.
God. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So like I know that like we don't want to feel bad for Corey Randall, but if he hated that dish, like and he didn't like his wife having sex with everybody else but him, you could see why he would like be a little grumpy towards Brandon and be like, the only thing that matters is that this basketball team is any good.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't care if Deshaun takes sociology, give him a B, it's fine. This kid needs to play because if I can't watch the CU Condors play basketball and win, all I'm left with is a wife who will only make this dish. And I am so tired of eating this Guatemalan food. Could we just maybe have a hamburger? And she's like, no, Deshaun's coming over, making the dish.
Pizza, one night, please.
Nope, Chancellor Arnold's coming over, make the dish. Everybody. Everybody eats this meal. And so that's now my heart canon here. That's what I choose to live with. That Lucinda only makes this
It's
one
your
thing.
green room. Yeah.
Like, yeah, Lucinda's cooking is my green room. Lucinda only knowing how to make one thing is my green room. Um, we've been sort of bouncing all over what this episode is really about. So, and we talked a lot about Lucinda. Do you have more to talk about Lucinda? Because I could talk about Lucinda forever.
Um, I don't think so.
Okay. So I want to get your opinion on a couple of things that happen in this episode that are not what the episode's really about, except for that they're things. Um, I want to get your first impressions of Chancellor and Claire Arnold because both of them are going to be around for a while.
I figured that out when I saw a plethora of hairstyles. Again,
Oh,
that
for Claire,
Emily
sure.
Valentine. Thankfully, with Claire, they're much better. Um, Claire's really cute.
Claire is really cute.
Uh, I'm intrigued. I also thought, ooh, we're auditioning other brunettes.
Uh huh. Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
that's interesting. I'd never considered the overlap. Go ahead.
oh yeah, that's what I saw. 2025 lens.
Uh huh. Sure.
Uh, I like her. I think she's gonna be I mean, you a new character brings about fun opportunities and possibilities to have people say the most outrageous shit.
Uh huh.
And then eventually they kind of simmer down because you have to get a flavor. You have to get
Yeah.
a strong flavor of what this character is going to be about. And
Hmm.
I actually have
Brandon is hard.
I have one of her quotes saved on my Pinterest peach pod board.
Oh,
Um, I
from
I
this episode?
No, not from this. I
Oh,
just had it saved because I thought I like this broad. I don't know what yeah. She's lounging in a chair, clearly at the Walshes, and it
okay.
just says sex, rock, really decent literature. You? And I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I know what that's
I'm
about.
in.
Yep. I know what that's about.
Trying to grow my
Um,
hair a little bit like hers today. Didn't
there you
get there,
go.
but working
You
on it.
could you could do way worse than trying to emulate Claire, from a style perspective. Although she does get into some wacky 90s shit later.
Of
Um,
course.
and she's one of our big proponents of the midriff, which I'm such a big fan of. And Claire does some Claire is like when you start seeing the thing where the part in the middle of the hair is a zigzag.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a whole thing that goes on in the 90s, and Claire is
I
she's on the
remember.
cutting edge. Yeah, Claire's on the cutting edge of that. Okay. How about Chancellor Arnold? What do you think about Chancellor Arnold and his square dancing?
He seems so goofy.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, his expressions alone when he was like, "Yeah, Claire's been to France and she picked up the kissing thing." It
Uh-huh.
was it was so funny. It was so
Yep.
subtle, and I was like, you know what? This man didn't get enough attention this week, but he said, "I've been doing this a while. I'm good. I'm
Hmm.
having a good time."
And now that you've seen him,
Away.
I would like to now inform everyone who has forgotten or just never knew this that Chancellor Arnold is in Airplane. He is the person in Airplane who Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home, and Jim never vomits at home. He's Jim.
Oh my
Yeah. Yeah. Have you not seen Airplane, or have you just forgotten all
No,
of it?
I have, but I've only seen it one time, and I think it was in the pandemic. So, like, my brain
Ah,
is trying to massage that time out, and I'm like, no, no, we need to remember this. And
yep.
it's like, no, we don't. No, we don't.
Especially the airplane parts of it.
Of
Um,
course.
yeah. Yeah. So that's one of those things that like I'd seen Airplane a bajillion times and then saw 90210 a bajillion times and then rewatched Airplane and went, "This is fucking Chancellor Arnold." I did the Leo pointing thing.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, shouts to Chancellor Arnold. Um, okay. What are your first impressions of Brandon and Kelly?
Okay. They seem very natural together. Like,
Uh-huh.
it seems right. It also seems a bit like we're not getting enough attention and love and appreciation from our current partners.
Mm,
This is how we fall together.
okay.
This is how we find each other, is by not being appreciated enough. And which is fine, that happens.
Mm,
Um Joey got pushed into Pacey and it was perfect. Um I did note this is the first time Brandon has not made a fuss about dancing, so I'm like,
well, this is not dancing. This is following instructions.
it's
This is
dancing.
making macaroni and cheese.
Fuck off, Brandon. Fuck right off, please. I cannot wait. This is why I can't wait for Josh Wilson to nail your ass.
Burn him to the ground. Sure.
Oh god, it's gonna be so free. I'm gonna love it.
So just to be clear, everything else that Brandon has done up to this point has been like objectionable, but okay. But it's the square dance slander that is like, that's a bridge too far, son. Don't you talk bad about my Alaman left.
No, it's again hypocrisy, even though it's not really hypocrisy. Because again, like you cannot like dancing and then find a branch of dancing that you do like.
Sure.
I
And he does. This is following instructions. He likes it.
I think he likes dancing with Kelly.
Uh-huh. I think
He likes
everyone would like
dancing
dancing with Kelly.
Of course, she's adorable. Not as adorable as Claire, but she's adorable in her own way.
Sure.
Yeah, they seem very comfortable with each other, and the fact too that he feels like he can trust her with the knowledge of Lucinda and she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't judge him. Like, Kelly has proven this season to be a good friend
Uh-huh.
because she was there for Andrea
Mm-hmm.
and throughout the whole like early stages of pregnancy and like, do we want to keep this baby or not? I can talk you through it.
Mm-hmm.
I can drive you to the clinic, all that. And like, and now with Brandon,
And with David, don't
well,
forget.
and technically with David too. Yeah, no, Kelly has definitely stepped up in the friend department this season.
Yeah.
Maybe not the feminist department. Oh, I'll tell you what bugged me about Kelly this episode. When this is where I threw up in my mouth a little. When she said, when you said I was like a sister to you, that was probably the worst thing a guy has ever said to me. I thought, you have been slut shamed. You have been blasphemed.
Yeah.
In front of
Yeah.
schools. But again, I guess to each their own. And
That
then,
one just it cut deep for her, that's all.
and then, and then later on, when they're kissing, I can't remember when he said this, but basically like, well, don't be so enticing then. And I was like, ah, no,
Right.
fuck you. Sorry, I got so loud and squealy, but fuck you. And she's just like, I thought I'm gonna throw my fidget ring. Oh.
I liked all of that stuff.
Oh, gross.
No, here's why I liked it. I liked it because it shows they have a history.
Yes.
You know, and
agree.
it's a remembered correctly history,
Yes.
which is like, good job, you guys. You remembered what happened when they danced
Mostly.
in the spring dance.
He's danced between the spring dance and
True.
like,
But like, I liked the, um, I liked when he told her about Lucinda and her reaction was, Brandon Walsh, the Boy Scout,
yeah. Oh,
is fucking a married lady. That is surprising to me because she knows the Brandon she sees. We have seen a lot of other Brandon. So for us, this whole like Brandon is having sex with Lucinda and is deeply involved in all of this messy shit is totally in character, right? But for Kelly, Brandon the Boy Scout, you're doing this? Like, the person I know, the person I've known for 3 years? Well, okay, maybe you contain multitudes, Brandon. Maybe you are more than what I thought.
and I think it
And
draws her to him more.
I think so too. And I think that it makes their relationship, or whatever this is, that, the fact that it's evolved from I saw you as a sister to I would really like to keep kissing you, is it makes it feel real. It makes it feel lived experience. And that's why I like all of that stuff. Um, whether it's oogie for, like your reaction to Kelly is just fine. Like that can also be true. But what I like is that these are two characters that we have known for 4 years now, and
Yeah.
they've never been into each other this way. But it feels normal that they would be, because look at these two attractive motherfuckers. Like,
Mhm.
why wouldn't they be attracted to each other? Um, so, but they have this relationship with each other that now, when it takes that step, is all part of the relationship they have. And that is much more rich and interesting to me than, than I'm Kelly and you're Dylan, and Brenda just went to Paris, so let's make out on the beach. You know? So that's why I like all that stuff. Hold on a second. I have to blow my nose.
Yeah, I mean, again, that that one comment aside, like I did like their coming together
Mhm,
this episode, again, talking about the history that they have and kind of seeing their naturalness with each other now. And
mhm.
when I texted this right after they kissed, and I hope you heard the song that I heard in my head, which is "Everybody Cheats."
I did not think of that song in that context. But yes, everyone cheats on everyone. That is probably the overarching thesis of 90210 as a collective piece. Everyone cheats and everyone gets cheated on.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how true that is for being a teenager, being in college. I don't. I think that is absolutely a part of many stories. But like, as my sister and I have discussed, we get really tired of seeing that be the only story.
Mhm. Yeah.
But for young relationships, I think it seems more natural that that happens, because I think if anything, it's just showing these are still kids. They are not ready to settle down. They're not
Mhm.
doing the they're not doing the Dawson's Creek thing of like, we're soulmates. We're supposed to be together. Like, you're my one true love, and
Right.
all of that, and that's not just Dawson and Joey. That happens across multiple relationships.
Mhm.
Um yeah, like I kind of like how much dating around there is going to be in this show, because it
Yeah.
lessens so much. I mean, Rory Gilmore gets 3 boyfriends,
Right.
which is fine. I sound like I'm judging that number, but
I mean, I feel like
just saying.
one of the things that becomes the thing is that, like, and it's I'd love to look at this show like, if I went to high school with these people, the lessons I took would be weird, right? Like, if this was my real life, I would think everyone cheats on everyone and everyone gets cheated on. I would think everyone has a drug problem at some point,
well
you
now
know?
well now I'm curious what's going to happen with Andre in this mix, because again, I'm always torn between, like, I feel like Andrea, a mix of Andrea and Donna, in that, like, I didn't date a lot in high school. I certainly wasn't, you know, doing anything more than kissing. But
Mhm,
like, uh but yeah, now I'm curious, like, okay, Andrea is now married and with someone, not to say that she can't cheat, but I don't see that for her character.
mhm.
And I also don't see her developing a drug problem. Like, I feel like the things that you say are going to happen to everyone are going to be a stretch for her.
Oh,
Like,
sure. Okay.
I think her getting pregnant is the most that the audience could handle for her character.
Right. Right. Yeah. Um, sure. That's okay. But the other thing that it hasn't happened yet, although this is sort of the beginnings of it happening, is how, like, everybody dates everybody kind of at some point, and that becomes ridiculous. And like, so when people like when people look back at 90210, they're like, I don't understand how these people stay friends with each other when they're all just dating everybody. You know?
How I feel about How I Met Your Mother.
Sure. Same
Because
idea.
I know Friends does this,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like on Friends they at least address, okay, Ross and Rachel, the friend group is going to be divided for a bit because they can't be in the same room.
Right.
And they sort of do the same thing on How I Met Your Mother, but to a point where, like, oh my God, Ted, you are clearly never going to get over Robin. You need, like, and Robin is way more interesting and hotter than you. So please get rid of Ted. I don't know. Just, I could do a lecture. I couldn't yet, but I would like to do a lecture
There you go.
series on what worked about Friends and what worked about How I Met Your Mother and
There you go.
all that.
Well, I'm my point is more along the change partners line. You
Okay.
know, that it's one thing for Ross and Rachel to break up. It's another thing if then Rachel and Chandler get together.
But Rachel and Joey got together and it was weird.
Right. But then she would also then have to get together with Chandler. Like everyone has to date everyone. And that gets weird and messy. And that's what we're seeing a little bit. We've already seen it. Like we've seen what happens with Brenda and Kelly and Dylan.
Yeah.
Now, look, I don't think I'm spoiling anything to say there's this is not the last time that Brandon and Kelly are going to kiss each other. And that could potentially cause problems because she's dating his best friend. And now we've got a group dynamic where th- these two have dated him, these two have dated her, these two are best friends, these two are and Steve, these two are siblings, these two are best friends. Like the interconnections are already getting messy. And yes, Steve. Like yes, Kelly dated Steve. But like most of that happened before we met them, so it's easy to forget. Now that Steve's quit whining about it.
It is.
Um,
Yeah.
so
And all this kind of stuff made me believe that, like, oh cool, you make friends with dudes and you'll get to date in your friend group, and like it doesn't always happen, and also your friend group evolves so much more than
mhm,
TV
yeah,
does.
sometimes you meet Claire, and it's a little bomb of energy dropped into the middle of everything, and we'll
Exciting.
see how that one goes. Um, Speaking of changing partners, um, Andrea's room. Andrea's room just it's
Second
a
that.
straight up fuck pad, and
Uh Neither here nor there, but it is worth noting. Steve had that fishbowl full of black balls on his bed from the trial, like on
oh,
Steve's.
I didn't notice. Good for him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you weirdo, you kept that. But
I would have kept it too. That was his biggest triumph.
the one time people liked me more than another person.
Yeah. Yeah. The one time I was the lesser of two evils.
Yes. Oh my
I've got a
god.
giant fishbowl. Um, all right. So Brandon, how disappointed were you that it was a Barbarella poster and not football sports?
Okay. I have
You wanted it to be football sports, didn't you?
no. I wanted it to be Raquel Welch.
I wanted it to be football sports.
What
Um,
say you, fussy britches?
yeah,
I wanted it to be that poster.
yeah, I get it.
No offense
It
to you.
was not.
You're hot too.
Yep. It's Barbarella. Um,
I thought it was odd for, what is this, 95, 94? I was like, really? You don't have
that
like Cindy Crawford?
70s nostalgia was huge in the early 90s.
Farrah Fawcett? That poster?
Could have been. Could have been. Um, that would there was also maybe a little spelling incestuous if it was Farrah Fawcett. You
Oh, it
know,
would have been perfect.
I mean, I agree. I would have been all for it. But that room is just getting worn out. And I do you love months? Do you love months yet?
He's cute. He's
I
fine.
mean, come on. Could you just want to just pitch the cheeks? Because
I
months
love his
is
eyebrows. I love
yeah,
his eyebrows. Oh my god. They're
yeah.
they're perfectly shaped. He uses them well. Like, listen, this is why, I mean, I've worried lately that they've gotten too thin. But
They, your eyebrows are fine.
Eyebrows are a great character piece.
Yeah. And Muntz uses his face to just perfection. Like he sells it all. Like Muntz, it should be like, you want to learn face acting, watch Muntz. Because that guy is just out there doing it. And literally doing it. Finally, go Muntz. Um, and then what do you think about Steve and this RA?
It was bound to happen, and I don't have a problem with it because I mean, she they both seem into each other, and I I don't actually think he's just doing it to like get her on his side. I'm sure it was a tactic, but at the
Uh-huh.
same time, like she was interested. She kept going straight up into his room, being like, "This is a problem here," instead of respectfully standing in his.
I mean, is it possible that Steve really likes to be told what to do?
Oh,
Like, I feel like
absolutely.
Steve has some mommy issues, and having someone come in and fuss at him is a little bit of a chubber for him.
He is absolutely a sub.
Yeah, he really likes when a woman comes in and tells him he's been a naughty, naughty boy. And I think that we're seeing that. And I don't, maybe Celeste did not tell him that enough.
Oh, probably not. I
Yeah,
mean, how much kink do you really know about when you're that young? I don't
true.
know. I'm assuming, but
But Steve is figuring it out.
Danielle Steele only covered so much.
I don't think Steve was reading any of those books with sea captains on the cover or whatever.
She just has sea captains on her covers. Her books are a lot more dense than
Oh,
those penny pornos.
gotcha. I don't know. All those books are bodice rippers to me. I love it.
I mean, I should be reading more of those, but I just haven't.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm picky about romance novels.
Yeah. Um. All right. This is one thing that I think this episode is really about. Um. What we'll do for friendship, because you can take my girlfriend to this retreat. Like that's a thing a friend would do. Um. A friend might finance my film. That would be nice. Um. A friend might let you fuck in their dorm room. A real friend might let you fuck in your friend's dorm room, which is what Steve does for good old months. A friend might get you a Barbarella poster and not football sports. Um, a friend might square dance with the dean. Like, there's so much friend happening in this. Josh is not a friend. Josh is an antagonist. Um, but uh, and a friend will pretend to be your date so that Josh Richland doesn't know that you're having sex with Lucinda. Like, these are friends doing friend things.
Friends will co-adopt dogs with you.
Hell yeah, they will. They'll. We've barely talked about the Rocky storyline, and it's largely because I don't give that much of a shit about it. I don't think there's not much there. Like, so far it's just they found a dog, and the dog, like, I know we're leading to something. It's clear that this is like, we put Andrea into the lab and we've got the puppy, and now we're going to have a conversation about animal testing. Like, that's where
Well,
we're going to go here.
and to preface, there's a reason why animal testers won't be my worst person of the episode yet, because we're getting there. Although Donna and Brenda were very close, considering they're like, oh, stray dog. Well, he has a collar. Let's just drive off away from him. Someone will find him.
Uh-huh.
Call pet control, animal
Yeah.
control, something.
Yeah. Do
I know
something.
we don't have cell phones yet, but you can take your little legs, walk into a building, doggy's gonna follow you, and call
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Um,
Made me mad.
I get that. It just, like, the one thing I found interesting about it was like Donna can't make a decision without checking with Brenda first. Except for her haircut. She got her haircut and didn't ask anybody. What do you think of Donna's new hair?
Love it. Loved
I
her
didn't
look.
even
Love the
I
suspenders.
honestly didn't even notice. I noticed the suspenders. Um, because they draw the eye to the boobs. That's what happens. Um, but I almost didn't even notice Donna's hair because like this is your first hairstyle change that's not Tombstone related. But I've seen these people have like 1,000 different haircuts, so I just don't even notice when they change anymore. But for you, it'll be like, oh, that's new. Um,
Exactly.
yeah.
What?
So this is just the time that Donna's hair looked like this. Um, yeah, but the I don't know. What do you think, Bren? Okay. Well, then I guess we'll talk to Andrea. Like,
It
she won't do anything unless Brenda is like, we should do this.
it has been really hard to watch Donna this season with her. Everything's gonna be
Yeah.
okay. And like, I don't want to see. Bren, what do you think? Like, she is struggling in college.
Mm,
She is struggling with her parents being gone, and clearly being someone who has never been allowed to make her own choices.
mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, Donna has been polar plunged into the sea
Mm-hmm.
to learn who she is, and it's
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yep. And here's all I know so far about Donna as a grown up. Um, don't let her name your dog. Like, I mean, Rocky's a fine name for a dog, but look, if you walk into a room and you see a dog sitting next to a piano, you are not honor bound to name that dog after the composer of whatever piece is being played at that moment. Like, I don't, it's a leap. Like, he's like, this is Rachmaninoff. And she's like, that's what we should name him. And she like walks across the room all like whatever. I'm like, well, that's a weird scene. Why'd you write that?
Is that better or worse than what I just came up with? Because I was thinking, oh, what about Schroeder? Because he's the piano playing peanut.
Sure, I like that. Schroeder's good. Schroeder's better than Rocky, I think. Um, but I think Schroeder would have to be if it was David's dog. He would have to name it Schroeder. Um, but he wouldn't. He would name it something hip hop. Even though right now he's playing classical music, David is hip hop at his heart, in his soul. Um, he switched it up. Um, do you have anything you think this episode might really be about?
I think the last thing I had. Oh wait, I have two things,
Okay.
and I'll go to one of them. Uh, the boys don't want us to have dogs
Hmm.
because they realize when the girls have a dog, they are way more interested and lovable to that dog than they are to the guys. And I'm like, obviously.
Sure, I get that.
Yeah, the men clearly feel like they don't get enough. Well, Brandon and David at least feel like they don't get enough attention. But I'm making it universal. None of these men want us to have dogs.
Nah, I get that.
And now I'm thinking that's why Walter doesn't want me to have another dog because he knows I love Ember more.
Probably.
And he's like, we're already vying for your attention. If there's another dog, yeah, I figured that out this week watching this episode. I went,
Oh, good. I'm glad you learned something. I could have told you that. Everyone knows you like that dog more than Walter, and we know that you liked Walter just fine. See, I've never once seen you make that face about Walter. Not once.
I make other faces.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Vodio do.
Anyway,
Uh-oh.
the last thing I'll say this episode is about is Cindy Walsh is the most trusted adult.
Yeah,
Clearly, they went to her when Dylan's little sister had her first period,
sure.
and then they bring over Rocky, and Donna's like, Cindy, will you take a look at the dog?
Yeah. You're in grad school now. You're almost a doctor of something.
Cindy caught Jackie doing a line of coke in the bathroom,
Yep.
and Kelly felt comfortable going to the Walshes. Like, she's clearly the most trusted adult, but and seen as the smartest, thankfully,
Uh-huh.
because they go to her for things.
Yeah. Not for hair
Yeah.
advice, but
No.
poor Cindy's head. I feel so bad. Just
It's
it's a
gonna get
bad
better,
look.
right?
It can't get worse.
Oh, it could.
I guess, but I don't know. It's better this episode than it was when she put the big hat on top of it. Like that was a low point. That was a hair and a deer. It's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad. It's bad.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty. We talked about all the other stuff that I wanted to talk about, like who was the cuter puppy, Rocky or Muntz trying to get laid. Um, we talked about Chancellor Arnold and Claire and Brandon and Kelly. So I guess what I need to know now is what did this make you nostalgic for?
Um, this is a weird one. So it made me nostalgic for choir, and I don't remember what piece, but I know we learned a Rachmaninoff piece
Mm,
with a student teacher who was out of his element.
mm.
Not with the teaching of Rachmaninoff, but with working with figuring out how to inspire kids. Because he tells us this cock and bull story one day about, and I'm mixed on the details because Cheesemeisters, it's probably been 20 years since I first heard this story. Um, but he was telling some story about singing this piece in Russia, making old Russian ladies cry. Like it was nuts. And then later on we found out the story was a lie. It was just to inspire us. And we were like, we
Uh,
already didn't like you, man. We really don't like you now. Like
uh,
it was stupid and so weird. It was just really weird. Um, but shout out to choir days and I honestly can't remember that student teacher's name now, and that's probably for the best.
it's okay. You just remember that they lied to you to make a point. Oh,
It was so weird and dumb.
we. This is not. I didn't. I wasn't. This was not on my list of things to talk about today. But there was when Lee was in grade school, junior high, sixth grade, maybe something like that. There was they were going to bring in a speaker, and I was on the school board. Oh, I was younger. He was because this was when I was on the school board, so he was like in third grade, and they had a guy coming in who was going to like talk to kids about bullying or something, you know. And he tells this whole story of a kid that he used to work with and whatever, and like the kid ends up committing suicide. Whatever. That's the story. And he shows a picture of this kid, um, and how he got picked on and blah blah blah. And then after he's done, and he's just given this presentation to the school board, and he's like, but when I tell this story to the younger kids, I don't tell them that he died, because it's too traumatic or whatever. Um, and and I'm like, wait, so you change this story based on so the story's bullshit, right? Like the story's bullshit. You're making this story up, but you're pretending it's true, so you're lying to the kids. I don't like this. I feel like this is bad. And then I realized that the picture he was showing wasn't a picture of a real kid that he knew. It was that picture of Ryan Seacrest when he was in junior high with the glasses and he was fat or whatever. I'm like, you're just like, I would never hire you to speak to any group because you're just full of shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're full of shit and I can smell it. Um and I didn't want to get into it because like everyone else seemed to really like this guy and I'm not going to whatever. It's fine, it's over. Um I don't remember what his name was. I think he only did it that one year. But I was like, God, the fucking Ryan Seacrest picture of it all was so irritating to me. I was like, God damn it. Like, if you're going to talk to people, don't be full of shit. That's my position, which brings me to what I'm nostalgic for. And it's square dance related. Because if there's one thing that's honest and true, it's what that square dance guy is telling you to do. He's
Yeah.
not lying to you.
Yeah.
He's up there calling this dance. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to bow to your partner and bow to your side. You're supposed to Alaman left. You're supposed to do-si do. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to do all the things, right? This makes me nostalgic for how funny I thought the Bugs Bunny square dancing bit was the first time I saw it. Have you ever seen it?
No.
I recommend everyone watch this because Bugs Bunny is being chased by like a Hatfield or a McCoy, like, and so these two guys who don't like him are chasing him, and he gets them into a square dance, and he's calling the square dance, and what he calls is a series of them attacking each other
Okay.
that escalates. It's like, you pull your beard, I'll pull mine, or whatever. Like they have to yank each other's beards, and it's a pick up an axe and hit him in the head. Like it's all it, and it's so ridiculous. And I don't know if I would think it was this funny if I watched it now, but the first time I saw that, I laughed so hard because it's exactly a square dance. He's calling all the moves. They have to do what he says because he's the square dance caller.
Yeah.
And it's just Bugs Bunny being Bugs Bunny to people who were trying to hurt him. And I don't know if I would find it this funny now, but I laughed so fucking hard when I watched that the first time I saw it when I was, I don't know, a kid. Um, but I recommend it. Google up Bugs Bunny square dance. It's so funny. It's
Will do.
ridiculous. All right, who is your Steve Sanders Memorial worst person of the episode?
It's Lucinda. She
Okay,
got my blood boiling. I didn't
I
like
get
her.
it. Okay, I get it. It's fine. She caused some shit in this episode.
She did. Ah.
Um, for me, I'm leaving it with Josh.
Oh
Like,
man.
Josh is like Josh is Bizarro Brandon, right? Like he wants to use the power of the press the way Brandon did, but he wants to use it to destroy people.
See,
Like
Josh is living out my fantasy.
spite.
Yes.
I get it. No, spite's a good
You've read
motivator.
my play.
I
You know
understand.
what I'm about.
No, I get it. I get it. Um, I just, it's one thing to use your own play. It's another thing to use the student newspaper to
You know,
just try to just ass fuck this guy because he turned you down.
you
Like,
know what? I it's just nice to have a villain on here I can get behind.
yeah, I get it. So, yeah, for the second week in a row for me, it's Josh Richland and his uh I'm just gonna I'm just here to fuck you, Brandon. That's it. I'm gonna Brandon is Ned Flanders and Josh is Homer Simpson. Wherein uh, Flanders says to Homer once, "Homer, did you have to dig up all my flowers for your parade?" And Homer says, "You can't make a float without flowers, Flanders." And he's like, "Well, sure enough, sure enough. But did you have to salt the earth so that nothing would ever grow again?"
Oh,
And Homer goes, "Yeah."
wow.
It's super dark. But that's what this is. Like Brandon's like, "Did you have to steal all my flowers?" And Josh is like, "You got to have flowers if you're going to make a float." And he's like, "Yeah, but did you have to end my life?" Yeah.
Look, I feel like all the villains up until now, and I could be wearing feminist glasses for this, but I'm like they've all been, persecuting the women, going after the women, and so it's nice to yeah, go after Brandon. He deserves it.
Look, all I'll say to that is, um, no wolf. Hmm? Huh? No wolf? Huh? Uh, go fuck Lucinda. I don't care. We got divorced.
Randall gave up. He had it, man. He had it within his grasp to be a villain, and in
Yeah.
true adult fashion, he said, "Not worth it."
Not worth it. No, I'm gonna take
But
my
Josh
assigned
said,
baseballs and go
"Oh,
somewhere
I
else.
have the energy, and I'm not getting laid."
That's right. I got a lot of time on my hands. I'm gonna use it to destroy Brandon Walsh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, and as noble as that effort is, it feels like a lot to me. So that's why Josh is my worst person.
that's okay. I love it. Just
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I get it. Uh, all right, Cheesemeisters. I think we did it. So join us here on Friday when we're going to watch a movie about someone letting other people have sex in their apartment. Um, we're going to watch The Apartment. So, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. So and you've never seen it. So, it's a classic. It's Jack Lemmon. So gotta love Jack
I'm sure
Lemmon.
I'm playing.
That's right. So that's what we're gonna watch on Friday. And then next week, Cheese Meisters, join us for season 4, episode 23. A pig is a boy is a dog, which
Fuck.
I don't know. I've watched this episode and see if you understand what the fuck's going on with that title. Um, because it's I don't know, it's fucking something. Um, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're pushing towards the back end of season 4, where things have taken a step forward. Things are gonna get more interesting, I think.
I saw the scariest photo of Laura, uh, Laura accusing Steve. Laura.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I saw the scariest photo that looked like it's from 90210. I'm guessing.
Okay.
I haven't
What
looked
is
at
what's she doing in this photo? Because I'm
She
not
has a
gonna
rope around her neck,
uh-huh.
and she's
Yeah.
making a crazy. She's giving crazy eyes. I'm
Uh-huh.
not thrilled.
You're not
I
no,
have I have ideas of what is coming with the whole theater thing, and I really don't like it.
I agree. You have ideas and you really don't like it, and your ideas are probably right.
Like, this is gonna make me think so much better of the TV show Smash.
I don't know. I never
If
watched
you
that,
if
but
you if you want something dumb to watch that is completely wrong about theater, watch Smash.
okay.
I
Well,
say
there you go.
completely wrong like I've done a Broadway show, but I know everything.
You know everything. That's right. Experts.
Edict.
Um, edict. Yeah, I feel like and we have not discussed what you think is going to happen with the cat on a hot tin roof storyline, but you're probably right. Like whatever it is that's going on in your head, that the bullshit that you think is coming, you may not get it 100% right, but you're in the ballpark.
I'll tell you right now, I don't like anything that I think is coming with Brenda and her acting career. Like there's going to be a shade of me that people don't like, and I will probably be wearing green for those episodes.
I'm not sure. Okay, maybe we'll see. The good news is you don't have to wait that long because it's only we got to get through this dog storyline and then it's theater time.
I fully expected you to say this dog shit.
Oh no, the dog storyline. I got nothing against Rocky.
Good.
Rocky's a good boy. So I find the storyline to be like meh, but cute dogs are cute dogs.
I
I'll
mean,
give me a cute puppy every day.
it's a thing we were becoming aware of in the 90s. Oh, animal testing. That's a problem. We should stop it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's nuanced, and that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a little bit of because Andrea works there, right?
Yeah.
So Andrea is probably gonna have a slightly different opinion, and we're gonna hear it. And it's Andrea, so it's probably not gonna be like I'm a dickhead. You know, she's probably gonna have like a point to make. But we'll get more into that when we learn why a pig is a dog is a boy or whatever the fuck is happening.
God.
But until then, Cheese Meisters.
Bye.
Bye.